Next week's movie stars Cliff Robertson and Genevieve Bujold in Brian De Palma's mystery suspense thriller Obsession. That's next Wednesday at the same time, 10:40.
A new season from the European match kicks off with a live and exclusive double bill next Wednesday at 7:10 on Thames. League champions Leeds United face the fine touch of German champions Stuttgart. In the Makita tournament, Leeds won a convincing 2-1 victory, but can they do it when it really counts in the European Cup? And at Old Trafford, Manchester United take on Torpedo Moscow in the first leg of the UEFA Cup. That's the European match on Thames next Wednesday from 7:10.
Into nighttime next with the latest news headlines, followed by Hollywood Report.
To make way for 1993 Fords, Thames Ford dealers are offering big reductions on all 1992 models. There's £1,500 off Escort 1.4Ls, but that's not all. There are savings on Fiestas, Orions and Granadas, and £1,900 off Sierra 1.8 LXs. These and many other great deals are available with Ford options. So get down to your Thames Ford dealer before someone else does.
What's this? 2 Burger King logos? Am I seeing double? You got it. Buy any flame grilled BK double and get a second for only 50p.
You got it.
You want to see a better deal than this? You want to see a psychiatrist. Get down there at the double before September 20th.
As they say at BK, you got it.
Mr. Willsdale, how is it possible to get a blend of real cheeses in a pot?
A pot of country crock, please, Fred.
When a real cat decides to give an old dog the runaround and teach him a few tricks, there's only one thing more satisfying: Kitty Cat. With its 17 vitamins and minerals, you can be sure that whatever he's up to, he's up to it with Kitty Cat.
Along with regular exercise, there's another common sense way that may help reduce cholesterol as part of a low-fat diet: oat bran. So why not try these oat bran flakes with raisins and apple? They're from Kellogg's, and they've got common sense written all over them.
Remind you of anybody's face?
Oh, that's cruel.
Hey, where is Harold anyway? I haven't seen him all week.
Maybe his face exploded.
Why doesn't somebody tell him?
Like what? You should do something about your zits?
Maybe like slip him some Clearasil. He's back.
Harold?
Someone must have told him.
Fewer spots in just 5 days.
Spots like to come out at night. They don't like Clearasil Night Clear. So before you say night-night, say night clear.
Ah.
Golden
pots. Pots more ooh, pots more ah, and pots more mmm.
Well, good morning, welcome to Wednesday's Night-Time. In a couple of minutes, the Emmy Award winners revealed, the Lionel Richie comeback, and Clint Eastwood back in the saddle in Hollywood Report. Then Christopher Lee gets his teeth into Peter Cushing and a bevy of beauties in the satanic rites of Dracula, our Hammer horror. America's Top 10 is followed by a Far Eastern video fashion. We set off on a new series of quiz night, visit Nashville for more Grand Ole Opry, recall more events 50 years on, giggle and groan at Three's Company, and finally catch up on the morning news, which is where we start. ITN for the latest headlines from Tim Nielsen.
Sterling is plunging into a new crisis and the pound will come under renewed pressure when currency markets open later today. The pound has closed at its weakest point against the German mark since Britain went into the European exchange rate mechanism. A senior official with the German Bundesbank says that devaluation of sterling is inevitable. The Chancellor, Norman Lamont, has already borrowed more than £7 billion to support sterling in the foreign exchange markets.
There's certainly no recovery, and I think it's more likely that in the second half of the year we'll see output declining rather than rising. That leads the foreign exchange markets to say that the policy that the government is following right now is not going to be sustainable in the long run.
The Education Secretary, Mr John Patton, has ordered a shake-up in the way English is taught in England and Wales. It follows a report by the National Curriculum Council which suggested greater stress on handwriting, spelling and grammar in primary schools and that older children should read demanding literature. Teaching unions and others have said the review is unnecessary. The security forces in Northern Ireland have described as highly significant their find tonight of arms and explosives in raids along the border with the Republic. Police said a number of people had been arrested in connection with the discovery of a large weapons dump near Strabane. Some weapons were found in a cemetery. That's it. More news later.
You're watching Nighttime, taking you through till 6 in the morning. We've news, views, comedy, fashion, nostalgia and Dracula. We start in Hollywood.
Hello, in this week's Hollywood Report we have the latest news and gossip from Hollywood.
Hi Richard, on this week's show I'll find out what's been happening with Lionel Richie for the past few years.